Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Let me know in the chat. Um, can you all hear me? Okay. I had to make a switch. Okay. Cool beans. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, do y'all see that your girl is monetized right now? Okay, your girl is monetized. Okay, your girl is monetized. That means y'all can send your girl a couple buckaroos. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? Let me know in the chat. I don't know why that made me laugh. But y'all know how hard your girl been working, pushing out these videos every single Wednesday like clockwork. In addition to that, you know, telling people please subscribe to the YouTube channel, please watch the videos. So if you are here today on this lovely Wednesday and you've been here since May 1st, put a oh yeah in the chat. If today is your first live stream with us, put a one in the chat. All right. We're about to have a really, really, really good time. We're going to get into 4 pitfalls to avoid when creating your offers. That's what we're about to get into. But I just want to know from you, how you feeling today? Let me know in the chat. How are you feeling today? All right. Also, don't be afraid to ask your questions in the chat. If you're live with us here, because this is a live stream now. If you're watching it on the replay, sorry, you weren't here live, so I can't answer your question. However, if you're live here in real time, you can always ask a question. All right. Also, share this video out. Share it on YouTube. If you got a text message, group chat, whatever, like share this out. You know what I mean? Share it in your Instagram stories, share it in your Facebook stories, share it in your TikTok stories. Like share it all the places, okay? So today we're gonna be talking about 4 pitfalls to avoid when creating your offers. One of the reasons why we're about to have this discussion is because how many of you all are like, man, I got an offer, but I don't really know if it's any good? Or how many of you all are like working on your offer and you like, I'm kind of avoiding it because I don't really want to mess it up. Like, where are you with your offer? Do you have an offer? Just put, I have an offer if you got an offer. Or 2, I'm working on an offer, right? So if you got one, just put I got one in the chat. If you're working on a new one, just say new one in the chat. That way I can kind of get a feel for who's here and what you all have. All right. Okay. So let's see what we got in the chat here. All right. Grateful, thankful, hope all is good as well. Feeling good, great day, productive. Okay, cool. So thank you all so much for coming to today's live stream. Also, now that we have super chat, super stickers, all of those cool things, if you've ever given a super sticker or a super chat, you just hit the $ on the live stream, and you can, give your girl a dollar, $2, $10, whatever you feel in your soul. Okay. But that's the first feature that we unlocked. And then eventually when people watch our videos, we'll be able to monetize off advertising. But as of now, the first phase of being in the YouTube partner program is you all, buying super stickers and, sticky chats. Now, that's not going to change the value I give. Your girl's still going to give some fire. But for those who want to do it, that's an option. All right. So I want to go over common mistakes that people make when crafting their offer. And there's 4 pitfalls. And so hopefully by the time we get done with this, you will have a general idea of like, I'm in that pitfall or I'm experiencing that. So I got a few stories I want to tell, got a little bit of information I want to share. But when we get to the conclusion of this live stream, and you don't even have to wait to the end. If a question comes up while I'm teaching, put it in the chat and I'm going to answer it. Okay. Deal, just put deal in the chat. All right. So let's get it going. So the first pitfall that people run into is wasting time. All right. So let me explain how this works. You cannot have a dollar per hour mindset when crafting your offers. You must understand that time has nothing to do with the value of the offer itself. Yes, you will use time to deliver your offer, but should not be the metric for measuring its value. Okay. So let me explain this. So let me give you an example. So for instance, I charge $25,000 for a VIP day with me that lasts only 4 hours. Now, some of you all may be thinking, okay, what am I going to get for that kind of money? And this is where you would be mistaken. Remember remember, it's not about overstuffing an offer, right? I think a lot of the times people spend so much time overstuffing their offer. It's like, oh, if I ask for a whole lot of money, I have to overstuff it. I have to put a whole bunch of stuff in it, right? When I first got started online, one of the things I did was I gave too much stuff, right? I gave way too much stuff. Come through, husband. Husband came through with the first super chat. I see you. I see you, baby. I got my first super chat from my husband. Come through, boo. Okay, let me not get distracted. Okay, so you cannot overstuff your offer, right? So if you begin to overstuff your offer, is how many of you all believe that? Just put me in the chat if you believe that, like, if I ask for a whole lot of money, I got to do a whole lot of work. And I think that depending on your background and like where you came in from and like what you're doing, you probably don't realize that certain belief systems is making you think that like, I got to do a lot of work or I got to give a lot of my time in order to make a whole lot of money. And I'm here to tell you that the value of what you're asking for has less to do with how long it's going to take you and more about the end result, right? And so I want you to know that crafting offers is not about adding more stuff. It's about delivering value. Also, if you don't understand the value you're offering to your client, you will waste time. Okay. The focus should always be on the unique value you provide and not the amount of time you're going to give a client. Right. So for instance, if I can help you make $100,000 in, I don't know, let's just say 30 days. Do you want to know how to make $100,000 in 30 days? Or do you want to learn how to make $100,000 in 12 months? Y'all let me know. 30 days or 12 months. Let me know in the chat. Let me know, okay? Let me know. I want to know from you, okay? Would you want to learn how to make $100,000 in 12 months? Or would you want to know in 30 days? And would you pay the same amount of money? Okay? We can all agree that, like, why the hell would I wait for 12 months when I can know that in 30 days, right? So that's the whole point of what I mean by wasting time. Don't feel like you have to give so much of yourself in order to get to where you're going. Okay. Okay, cool. This is the next one. This one probably gonna hurt a little bit, and not hurt in a big way, but I think you all gonna get it once I break it down. Okay. Okay. So 2, building the wrong business model. All right. Some of us are building the wrong business model and it's out of alignment with how we want to make money. Okay. So Let me break this down for you. Another disadvantage of researching and studying the market too closely is that you end up trying to develop a business model that mirrors your industry norms. So sometimes when people are in a certain industry, I'll just use spa for an example because I know it's a lot of people who in spa that follow me, but sometimes people believe that like the only way for me to, for lack of better terms, is like, oh, I'm in the spa industry, so I have to do what the spa industry does. You don't. You really don't. You really can do business how you want to do business. But that's an example of why you should study for the norm. So an example of that may be you may decide that like, hey, we're not going to do one-off spa services. We only going to sell recurring packages. We only have members, right? That's a big idea for a spa, right? When you really think about it, right? Does that make sense, everybody? Like, think about that for a second. Like, if you have people who's like, we only sell a la carte spa services, and then you be the first spa to have a members only spa, where the only way that you can be serviced here is to pay a recurring fee and become like a certain type of member. And when membership open up, you'll know about it. And if it's not open, just members only. And the members have a standing time on the calendar. They have a standing way of being able to come in and get things done. Do you know how cool that is? So that's an example of like not studying your industry norms and using it as a benchmark for creating your business. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. So I want to give you an example that I did, like when I first came online, and like how it really drastically, kind of messed me up as far as wrong business model is concerned. When I first started online, I sold a lot of one-off products and wondered why it felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. My income was a roller coaster and I had no idea, and it was directly tied to how I was packaging and selling my products and services. I didn't realize, catch this, okay? Listen to this. I didn't realize that I wanted to build a recurring revenue model. All this time, I was selling my offers like an e-commerce brand, not realizing that I should have been focusing on creating recurring revenue in my business. It's crucial to know how you want to make money in your business because it will dictate everything. Before you craft your offers, you have to get crystal clear on the understanding of the business model. Catch this, the business model that you want to create. This clarity will guide your decisions and ensure that your offers align with your overall business strategy. How many of you all are like, you don't like the feast and famine roller coaster vibe you may have with your sales? Then you might want to, look at like, what would it take for us to incorporate recurring revenue? Or maybe you have recurring revenue and you sick of trying to get people to stay a part of what it is that you have. Then maybe you might want to experiment with some one-off things. There is no right or wrong. It's just a matter of, are you clear on how you want to make money? And then using that as a determining factor to be able to say, hey, this is the business model I want to utilize, and this is the direction I want to go. Does this make sense, everybody? Just put a 2 in the chat if this makes sense. All right. Also, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you share this out with a friend, with someone who may benefit from being a part of this. All right. Okay. So number 3. All right. We're going to talk about number 3, having no leverage. Okay. Number 3 is having no leverage. So relying solely on selling your time is not an effective way to grow your business. You soon realize that every client faces similar problems. There is no need to repeat yourself excessively when you create leverage for the foundational things you do for your clients. For an example, when I first started online, I did a lot of one-on-one. I had a lot of one-on-one that was a part of my program. I would meet with each client every week. I want y'all to like really pay attention to this. I would meet every client, right, for 1 hour. I had a total of 10 clients. So let me break it down. I would meet with every client every week for an hour. Don't ask me about this package, y'all, because it don't exist. Okay. There are 52 weeks in a year. Okay. And 10 clients that I had, and I would meet with them every week for an hour. That's 520 hours. Guess what I talked about with each client? The exact same thing. My program was about building a brand, and I found myself repeating the same concepts independently to each client. Was it really a good use of my time to explain the same thing over and over when I could have created a course to teach my core concepts? By doing this, I could have leveraged one-on-one time for strategy, advisory, and consulting. This is something that they don't tell you when you're starting your business online. In 2017, I published my first book. Y'all already know what this book is. It's called Are You Ready for the Yes? Right? How to Prep Your Personal Brand for Lucrative Opportunities. And this was the first time that I ever experienced not having to repeat myself, right? Instead of having to meet with each client one-on-one, I could now give people my book. And then that allowed me to expand all my teaching, expand everything that I was doing with my clients, right? I didn't have to repeat the same information over and over and over. I could reference my expertise through my own products and services that I created instead of teaching clients how to build a personal brand one-on-one every week. I had a book that broke down the entire process. So by the time I met with a client, we had a more advanced discussion because we weren't starting from scratch. Do y'all get this? So again, one of the most common pitfalls when people are creating their offers is not thinking about leverage, not thinking about leveraging your time, not thinking about how you can, leverage the hour, right? If you can impact 1,000 people in an hour, why would you settle for trying to help one person at a time, right? Like, are you helping one person at a time because it's convenient for you and you won't write the book? You won't create the curriculum? Like, what is it? Okay. I see so many people who have business models that are, that don't have leverage, that's like keeping them small and keeping them stuck. And unfortunately, putting an income cap on how much money you can make. All right. Okay. There are countless ways to create leverage in your business. The point is, don't waste time. Figure out a way to package your expertise into leverageable assets. This way, when you're working with clients, you can accelerate the results and better utilize your time. All right. Cool beans. All right. Now, this next one's going to be a little meaty. Okay. Somebody put meaty in the chat. Okay. So we're going to move on to number 4. Okay. So number 4, and this is something that, I see quite frequently in the marketplace, and it's that your product suites don't make sense. Okay. Your product suites do not make sense. What does this mean, Audrey? Like, I'm finna break it down, right? The best product suites take their clients on a comprehensive journey. When your product suite doesn't guide your clients through each phase of the journey, it becomes challenging for them to progress with you. Does that make sense, everybody? Before I break it down to the down, okay? We finna go on a whole little journey here in a minute, and I'm gonna break it down. But imagine if Apple just had the iPhone and they didn't have the iPad, and the iPad they didn't have the iMac, and the iMac they didn't have the MacBook Pro, and so on and so forth, right? The point I'm making here is that when your client finish one product, they want to move into the next product with you. However, now hear me out, because I know y'all thinking like, yeah, I got 15 products, but none of them make sense. You can't have you can have what you want to have, right? It's your, it's your business. However, you can't have on your site that like, I sell socks. I also sell alcohol. I also got some Easter baskets from last week. I also have, some Christmas ornaments that I want to get out to my people. I want to send all those people to the same site because this is what your girl got, right? Are you a hustler or a business owner? Like, could you imagine going to, can you imagine going to like McDonald's and you like, oh, I want to go to McDonald's and you know what? I actually want some duck. You know what I mean? Like, I want a duck sandwich. It's like, man, you don't get your ass up out of here. We're not making you no damn duck sandwich, okay? So the point I'm making is, do the things you sell make sense? Right? Like, do they go together? That's the best way to put it. Do they go together? That's the point I'm trying to put here. Like, does they go together? Okay. All right. So your product suite needs to take your clients on a complete journey. So let me break down our journey just so we can make sense, right? So for an example, let's say you teach clients how to buy their first home, but all your products focus solely on researching a home. Your clients won't see the end result because your offerings don't go beyond the first phase. The home buying process involves several steps, including securing lending, getting approved, assessing property, and so on. If you don't guide your clients through the entire journey, they won't view you as someone who can support them with the entire process. Does that make sense, everybody, what I just said? So I just gave a real estate example, right? And then I'm going to give you our example as a company. I'm going to give you like how we navigate clients through the process. But I wanted to make sure that you understand. Let me go over that example one more time in case whenever y'all heard, if y'all didn't catch it. Okay. So let's go with this example. So for example, let's say that you teach your clients how to buy their first home. Okay. Keep this in the back of your mind. All right. Okay. But all of your products basically focuses on researching a home. That's it. So let's say I come to your website and they say, researching your home in Atlanta, researching a home in Houston, researching a home in Mexico, researching a home internationally. So let's say that's all your products. It just only focuses on the first phase. Well, your clients won't see you as the person that could take them to the promised land. They don't see you as a person that could get them to the destination. So if they don't see you as a person that can get them to the destination, then they will essentially be like, well, I need to find somebody else because I already kind of researched the home. I need help with getting lending, getting approved. I need somebody to help me look at the property. I need help with, understanding how to buy my home for the first time. So again, if all your products and what you sell only teach them how to do step 1, then where the hell do they supposed to go to for step 2, 3, 4, and 5? Does this make sense? Like if you get this, you really will get what it means to build a product suite. Like your product suite should feel like an ecosystem, right? Like when I first got started, one of the things that I did that was like not good, I was all over the place. I'm like, this week I want to teach X, and I taught X. That doesn't mean I didn't do a good job at it. It just means I was random as hell. So like, I'm like, all right, y'all, this week we're going to teach you how to do, X, Y, Z. And then next week I'm going to teach you how to do another thing that's random as hell. And none of these things made sense. It didn't get people to a destination. It was kind of like I helped you fix one thing, but there were 40 other things that I could have helped you with. But because I didn't take you on a journey, I didn't help you with all the things that I could. And sometimes when people don't know what they coming to you for, they don't know what to hire you for. This is so important, y'all. Okay. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you smash the subscribe button. And if you really feeling a little generous today, go and hit your girl with a super chat. All right, let's go. So let me give you an example to drive this home for us and our company. All right. So for instance, I'm going to go over the UnCloned product suite that guides our clients through the entire journey of building a UnCloned brand. Do y'all got that? Right? I'm going to show you exactly how we do it. That way it makes sense to you, right? So we're going to show you how do we take somebody who just comes new into our company and we take them through our product suite, AKA a journey. And like, how do we take them on a journey to build an UnCloned brand? All right. If y'all got it, just put got it in chat. I want to make sure y'all following along. All right. Okay. So the first thing we help our clients with is their offer. Okay. So their offers and their product suite. It's very difficult to work with a client if they don't have nothing to sell. Can we all agree with that? If so, put a 2 in the chat. Okay. Can we all agree that I can help you build a brand if you don't have any products or services? So we start by helping our clients create UnCloned offers and product suites. Okay. So just keep that in mind. That's the first thing we help our clients with. Number 1, like, do they have something to sell? Like, if you don't have something to sell, I cannot help you build an UnCloned brand. All right. So that's number 1. Number 2, marketing campaigns and launching. So once our clients have developed their UnCloned offers, we help them map out marketing campaigns and launches. Do everybody got this now? It's like, hey, I can't necessarily help you lunch if you ain't got nothing to sell? So is this making sense? Everybody's like, number one, do you have something to sell? Number two, now that we have something to sell, how do we put it in front of as many people as humanly possible? Y'all got it? Okay, cool. All right. The next thing, we help our client create original content. I didn't say content. I said original content. What does this mean, Audria? After our clients launch their offers, we support our clients in developing original content that's unique to their brand so they can attract clients and customers. So number one, we first started with, do you have something to sell? Okay. You cannot make money online or offline if you don't have anything to present to someone to give you money for. Number two, once you have something to sell, how do you let the masses know about it? We teach you how to market and launch your offers. Then once you start marketing your offers and stuff, you need to start creating content. Ideally, original content that's unique to your brand that builds authority and credibility. Okay. And then the last thing, and this is something that I don't see a lot of people specialize in or talk about, but this part is crucial, y'all. Opportunities. Okay. So let me break down what this means. So we help our clients leverage opportunities. So now that you have an uncloned offer, okay, your offer is out here in these streets getting known, it's building its own brand identity. Everybody like, oh my God, your offer is amazing. Then the next thing you know, people are participating in your launches. They're like, oh my God, this marketing campaign is like so good. I'm learning about this person. I'm learning about how they can help me. Now I'm ready to buy their products and services. So they participate in your launches and now they're ready to go. And then the next thing you know, you start attracting opportunities. Okay. People always be like, why nobody never reach out to me and, ask me to be interviewed, and like, why nobody ain't really checking for me? No one is checking for you because you haven't positioned yourself to be checked on. Y'all think I got a lot of these interviews and podcasts? People, this is good. Opportunities come after you take action. They don't come before. If you get this, you will get everything. So if you're wondering like, I don't know how that person got on this TV show. Well, they got on the TV show because guess what the producer gonna say when they reach out? Like, hey, I noticed that you did XYZ. We would love to have you on our show. Are you available at da 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 da? Hey, I noticed that you wrote a book on personal branding. Would you be open to coming and speaking at our conference about building a personal brand? Sure, I will. Hey, I noticed that you did a book launch and it was crazy good. Can you come and teach our self-publishing authors how to self-publish a book and not only publish the book, but get it sold? Does this make sense? So when you think about opportunities come after you take action and not before. Okay. So, when our clients have their uncloned offer and their successful launches and they're starting to attract opportunities, we teach them how to leverage these opportunities using our opportunity hour system. So do y'all see how this whole product suite come together? We teach you how to have an offer. We teach you how to launch and get known. We teach you how to create content that builds authority and credibility. And we teach you how to convert the opportunities into cash, but we also teach you how to go out and find your own opportunities. So you're not just waiting on people to check for you and come find you. If that was good, just put a 5 in the chat. If you're like, oh my God, this is crazy good, like put a 5 in the chat. All right. So let me say this. And if you get this again, you will get everything else we're talking about. Notice that we don't teach our clients how to seek opportunities before having an offer. We don't encourage launching without clarity on their offers. We don't promote creating content based on trends. Instead, we focus on original content that builds authority and credibility. Understanding the journey and destination you're taking your clients on is crucial. This approach should guide you on how to create your product suite, ensuring that it leads your clients through the entire journey step by step. Now, if I was to take this entire system and put it into one program, I could, right? But I still would need the clients to follow in that order. Offers, launch, content, opportunity. They don't work the other way around. That's why we designed it this way. All right, cool. So excited to like share something with you all, and then we're going to open up for Q&A. So if you have Q&A, if you have any questions, please let me know. All right. So one of the things that I wanted to focus on, this is something that Calvin and I was talking about. One of the things that we notice with our clients is that they struggle with their offers. And even though we give clients the 70 offers in the back of the offer planner, we give them the 40, we give them all these different ideas. We even give them a way to design their offers from scratch. What we have noticed is that people really have a difficult time creating their offer. Why? That ain't my business. That's God's business. But one thing I will say is that me and Calvin love this stuff. Like, we create offers in our sleep, right? Like the offer I'm presenting to you today, we did that in like 15 minutes. Okay. Like literally 15 minutes. So we don't, when we think about creating offers, like we can think about offers like the top of our head, like, oh, what kind of mastermind can we do? What kind of accelerator can we do? What kind of membership site can we do? Like, I have so many ideas for offers that I don't have enough time, right? But on the flip side, I know a lot of the times our clients tend to overthink, right? So if you are a person that's like, oh my God, can somebody just create the offer for me? Like, if I didn't have to think about the offer, if I didn't have to think about how to, what to include, if I didn't have to think about the price, if I didn't have to think about the structure, if somebody would just do that part for me, I could hit the ground running and like go lunch. If that's you, put a 2 in the chat. All right. If you feel like, man, I got this. Like, I know for a fact if somebody would create my offer for me, if they would just create it for me, I would be off to the races, right? If you feel like that's you, put a 2 in the chat. On the flip side, if you are a person that has an offer and you like, man, I don't know if my offer is like uncloned. I don't know if I need to like enhance it or like what I need to do to like make it great or whatever the case may be, then I want to encourage you to book a call as well. So what is this? I want to talk to a few people. I only have a few days on my calendar. So it's not like I got infinite time. Okay. I want to do an experiment, right? Before we turn this into a full-blown service. All right. I want to take a few people and do their offer for them. Obviously for a fee. This is obviously not free, but I do want to talk to serious people who want help with getting their offer done. Like, hey, I just want to get my offer done. I want to get my offer into the world. I kind of want to just be done with this, right? I'm done thinking about my offers. I'm sick of thinking about offers. I ain't got time for this. Audria, Calvin, y'all super creative. Can y'all just help me make a really dope offer so I can go out, hit the ground running and sell it? If that's you, I want to invite you to get on a call with me. Now, this is what's going to happen if you're interested. You're going to head over to designmyoffer.com. And when you go to designmyoffer.com, you're going to have to fill out an intake form. After you fill out, and this form is just us getting to know you and what you want to sell, okay? Once we do that, we're going to get on a call with you and we're going to talk. We're going to see if it's mutually beneficial for us to move forward with creating your offer for you. If we feel like we're a good fit, we're going to let you know the next steps on how to get started. If we don't feel like you're a good fit, we're going to recommend something to you. But if you're a person who really, really, really need help and support with crafting your offers and you want it done for you and you don't want to think about it or none of that, then I want to invite you to head over to designmyoffer.com, fill out the form, get a time on my calendar. Keep in mind, we are going to not mass market this, but we're going to email our list. So let me just say this. You all, if you're watching this YouTube video on August the 14th, you are the first ones to be exposed to the fact that we're doing this. No one knows we're doing this as of now, right now, other than you all. And I'm going to say this again. I don't have unlimited time on my calendar. I got 3 days open next week where I want to talk to a few people, or Calvin going to talk to a few people, and we're going to see if we can help you design an uncloned offer. And so if you want to be, if you want to, 1, get your offer design, and 2, you want to chit chat with us about what it's going to look like to create your offer, then head over to designmyoffer.com, because we are going to send an email out to our email list. We are going to make social media posts, And so we are going to tell people about it. But if you're here on August the 14th, 2024 at 4:27 p.m. EST, you're the first ones to hear about this. So if you're interested, head over to designmyoffer.com. And let me also say this. I haven't done a done for you service in years. And the reason I'm doing this is because, to be honest, I'm tired of y'all struggling with this. Like, that's the like reason that I'm like, you know what? I can design this offer like pretty fast. Okay. Like, I can design this offer pretty fast. It's not going to take me a long time. Okay. So it don't matter what industry you in, what business you in. Like, if we can vibe with it and research and do our thing, you're going to have an offer. Right. Because I feel like this is something that keeps people stuck. And this is the thing that really will catapult your business. Like, think about who designed the iPhone. Think about who designed the UnCloned marketing system. Hint, hint, Audria Richmond. Think about who designed the UnCloned Lunch Live event. Hint, hint, Audria Richmond. So your girl got offers for days. So I can help you. Calvin can help you. We can help you. So if you're interested in getting your offer designed by us and you want to be considered for that, head over to designmyoffer.com. All right. So with that being said, let's get into Q&A. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and then we're going to call it a day. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's live stream about the mistakes that, the 4 pitfalls to avoid when creating your offer. If you are enjoying the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe on YouTube. All right. Okay. So let me know what your questions are. Let's see what we got. I have a question. Sell juices and I have a product to sell. I need help with getting. What do you need help with? Let me know. I sell juices and I have a problem to sell. I just need help with getting. Are you saying you need help with getting sales? My product out there. Sorry about the broken sentences. It's fine. If you have a juicing business, because my husband and I had a juicing business, the easiest way for you to sell out is to go vend, especially during the summertime. I would be trying to find every festival, every food festival, vegan festival, outdoor, anything outdoors. Okay. Also expos. So if you have any expos, events, whatever, I would go and vend at these different places. Another thing you could do is have a tasting party. That's something that Calvin and I did when we first launched Juice Me Baby. When we first launched Juice Me Baby, one of the things we had was it was dope too. It was a juicing party. Basically, people could come and we bought like all of these different shot glasses. You don't have to be fancy like us, okay? But we bought like all of these different shot glasses and we had a tasting party. And people could come to this event and they could taste the different juices. And after people start tasting the juices, we were like, oh snap, like we in there, like. And so after that, once we had the juicing party, we instantly had customers, because guess what? If you taste a juice and you like it, the next thing you're gonna want to do is order it. So could you be having juicing parties? Which is tasting parties, right? Like, could you have a tasting party? And this is a great way to introduce new flavors. This is a great way to introduce your brand. And this is something that if you get somebody, like if you get a pop-up kitchen or a place where you can go and set this up and they cool with you coming, you could totally do that. Juicing party. I'm new to Houston and I have been doing some. Perfect. So, and this is another thing. If you have a juicing business too, could you be putting together bundles and packages to go ahead and get people to buy in bulk? I think, when we do reopen Juice Me Baby, because we do have plans to reopen Juice Me Baby. When, we don't know yet, but we do want to reopen it. When we reopen Juice Me Baby, one of the things that we're going to be focused on is subscriptions. So if you can get people to subscribe to like a detox or, a bundle or something like that, that could work as well. Back to the website, they want on hand. I sell out. Yeah, that's gonna be the problem. You're gonna always sell out. We was always sold out. Until you get a commercialized juicer, a commercial juicer, you're gonna always be sold out. That's one of the disadvantages to having a lot of flavors too, you know. And so one of the things we would do too when we would start going to vend, we wouldn't take all of our flavors. We would just take 2 flavors. Cause we was like, all right, if we're gonna make a lot of juice, what's easier? Buying a whole bunch of produce for 6 different types of juices, or just picking our best sellers and only focusing on that? Because sometimes when you have too many flavors and so many ingredients, you're making it hard on yourself. So I'm sticking to 4. Even if you vend, stick to less than that, because you want to be able to quickly get the juice out and sell it. So for instance, we had a juice called hidden spinach. And that juice was super easy to make. I'm not gonna tell you the recipe, but it was super easy to make. And basically it was a juice that had what do you call it? It had spinach in it, but you couldn't taste it. There were 2 other ingredients that pretty much cast out the spinach taste. So when people would drink the juice, it don't even, taste like nothing, right? So that was one of the cool things that we did. So nevertheless, that's what I recommend for you. Hopefully, that's helpful. Let's see. Do you all have any other questions? If so, make sure you put it in the let's see. Put it in the chat. Alrighty. Thank you so much. You're welcome. All right. So it don't look like we have any more questions. Thank you, babe, for the super chat. I appreciate you for letting me see how this works. Now I know how this works. Let's see. Let me change the chat to something else so I can see if we have any other messaging. Okay. Okay, cool. So, anywho, thank you all so much for tuning in with us today. Again, if you're interested in us designing your offer for you, you can head over to designmyoffer.com, and we would love to talk with you about your offer and help you design an uncloned offer. Until next time, y'all, let's go live an uncloned life and do what, y'all? Build an uncloned brand. Bye, y'all.